week Doomhammer Insider Show. We're live from Lawrence, Kansas, special edition for this week, Sunday morning edition. And I want to start off with congratulating Tad here, bringing down the last undefeated team, Lane Stanberry. So, congratulations, Tad. What did it feel like to finally take down, the best team in the league?
It felt really good, a lot of Tim and Kevin were asking me to take them down. My team came through. They performed well. Luck got some garbage time points, and then Lamar going off for 37 in one half, I must mention.
Gorgeous.
And Lane didn't have Freeman going off for crazy numbers. So, things fell in places. I felt pretty good. My quarterback matchup was good with his because I had a couple of wide receivers from his quarterbacks, and things worked out well.
Yeah. Guys, you feel like the league a better place now that Lane is not undefeated?
Yeah, I think so.
Kevin keeps it short. Lane's never deserved to be at the top anyways. You look at his lineup. He's gotten monster weeks out of Devontae Freeman for 4 weeks in a row. It's just, the probability of that happening again is very slim. You can take off probably 15 points a week from each of those numbers. His average goes down drastically every week if he's not getting monster games from Devontae Freeman every time.
That's very true.
And if Devontae Freeman falls off here, we got Joseph Randall throwing temper tantrums. What was once the land of milk and honey of running backs might become a desolate desert.
Desolate desert. Yeah, and speaking of that, so two of the top teams this year, Lane and Brad, I know you guys feel both, pretty strongly about these two teams that aren't as strong at quarterback. And Tad, you feel like looking at those two, can they contend? Do you view them as contenders?
They can contend. I view them as probably top 4 teams, but we're talking championship quality. No, I think you need that one solid quarterback, and neither one of them have that. Cam has the potential to do that, but he's so hit and miss, and then Brad doesn't even have a QB2 right now.
He doesn't.
And so
QB3s, yeah.
QB3s for him. He can go with his strategy of wide receivers, but I don't think it's championship quality.
He can stream quarterback threes.
He can.
Jake, I know you've been waiting for this chance to talk about these two.
Yeah, Lane not so much. Lane, you have a more balanced team than per se Brad. Honestly, dude, your team sucks. There's nothing else you can say about it. You look at your quarterbacks, Teddy Bridgewater, who you think is apparently the best quarterback in the league. You don't want to give up anyone to acquire a better quarterback. Tad has 4 quarterbacks on his team, I think, that are better than yours.
Yeah.
You're not even trying to get a quarterback, if it was what it sounds like or feels like. You're going to go after maybe Matt Ryan, but I don't think Mad Dog's going to give him up
Matt
to you.
Ryan is a tier 1, kind of upper quarterback 1, and that's not what he needs to be a contender.
No, you're right. You have 5 receivers, congratulations, but I don't see you winning a championship with that.
Kevin, is the deal real with those two?
I think they're fine from my perspective. I think both of them have a real good team, and I'm proud of them.
Can I point out, Kevin, have you ever had a top quarterback in the league?
I've tried.
Okay.
You have to give me that.
Can I ask something else? Have you ever won a championship in the league?
I tried.
Okay. So, there we go. Taylor, can I ask you that same question? Have you ever had a top quarterback in the league?
I have.
Have you ever won a championship?
I have.
Case point, right there.
Delicious.
I've had a top quarterback and haven't won.
You won a toilet bowl, though.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You won a championship.
I did win a championship.
Gotcha. And Kevin, I know you want to bring up your segment.
Yeah,
here.
well, I think we're always all critical on each other's teams, and I don't think anybody's ever on the show actually gone out and talked well about another team. So I think now it's time we have some people talking well about some teams. So this segment is called pat yourself on the back. And I just want to pat myself on the back because I started my best 2 quarterbacks this week. For the first time this season,
Ooh.
I made the right call. I sat the hurt Mariota. I sat the hurt Tyrod. And I started Alex Smith and Russell Wilson. Good job, me.
Kevin, that is very, very heart-touching and warming story.
Yeah. Feel
Your
good.
quarterback tale, I've been following it, and it has been dreary. Now, if you want a worse line, how about trying to start a kicker? These are the worst guys in the league, I'm telling you. I think I started out the year with a 0-1-0 run. So I don't think I've ever outscored my opposing team's kicker. So this week I did. Adam Vinatieri had 2, and then Will's kicker had 1. So
yeah.
I pat myself on the back for that one.
Nice. I'm very excited. I gave up all the draft picks in the world to get Le'Veon Bell, and I think I traded away, 2017 picks, 2018 picks. I don't know. I just told Will to take all my picks that I had, and I got Le'Veon. So I'm very excited about that. So I'm going to pat myself on the back.
My good deed of the week was taking down Lane, formerly undefeated, and I think a lot of people in the league appreciate that, so I'm patting myself on the back.
So this week we had 2 players who had only 3 players each scoring in double digits. The worst defender of the 2 had to be Mad Dog, who one of his players who scored in double digits was his kicker. So he only had 2 skilled players scoring in double digits, and he started 2 quarterbacks. So I think that deserves a come on, brother.
So for this new segment we've all been hearing and raving about here in Lawrence, we really like this one. This one's going to go out to, you guessed it, Brad. All right, Brad, I'm looking at your team. You have a fetish starting 5 receivers for some reason. I don't know why. Just because one of your receivers was on bye doesn't mean you had a plug-and-play Dorial Green Beckham. On your bench, you sat Jonathan Stewart, who you had started in every other game that he had played in. And then you also sat TJ Yeldon, who you had on a 3-start streak too. Why did you not play them? Come on, brother!
I'm going to have to go. I feel bad. I feel like we're piling on the Mad Dog, but when you text me Sunday morning, 2 days after a game has been done and completed, and you ask if you can bench a player who's played in a Thursday night game, it's killing me, Mad Dog. You cannot bench a player 2 days after they've played. Come on, brother!
This one goes out to Lane, and I think everyone's well aware of the controversy of him switching his ESPN lineup, but not my fantasy league. You're not going to convince me or most people that you were in church for 4 hours on Sunday, so come on, brother!
Charts here. I'm looking at a patient, noodle arm 2.0. All right, so let me go through, run down what we have, what we're working with. One of his starting quarterbacks, Peyton Manning, I believe that's who. Year-to-date points, only 68.2. It's pretty atrocious. It's not even. Yeah, that's Teddy Bridgewater, bad guys. And then we're looking down through this.
Are we thinking Tommy John on Peyton or no?
On Peyton, probably. I think that's probably the only thing we can do for Peyton, absolutely. But we have running back problems. We have wide receiver problems, tight end problems. Heck, his defense is even terrible. So what are we gonna do here, guys? I know I gave you guys.
I was taking some notes the other day on old Travis, and I think he's got a severe lack of enthusiasm. And I think this move to Louisiana is completely hampered his team and enthusiasm.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I mean, it has killed him. He sometimes feels like he should just give up. He did say that when I was in the room with him. So
it's very tough for him.
I also insisted on Noodle Arm 2.0 coming in for a consultation.
Okay.
What I noticed immediately was a failure to thrive. I suspected parental negligence, and I think we're going to have to get social services or case management involved.
Is that bad, Dr. Bishop?
Yeah.
Really?
That's
Oh, Noodle Arm. I feel bad for the guy, but hey, we're here to help him, all right? So, okay, so running through here, we got our second patient. Let me see. He's a Caucasian male. Think of the canine species. Oh, yep, the Mad Dog. That's who it is, the Mad Dog. So we're looking at his team. His top two quarterbacks, you know, they're okay, but they're very bipolar in my opinion. You guys have been looking through this all day. I know it's probably killing you guys just looking at this team. Running backs, I don't think he has a starting running back on the team. His wide receiver problems, you know, just the same old thing that you see with all these people that come in all banged up on drugs. So what do you got for me?
Well, the banged up on drugs, I did notice that a little bit, but I did bring him in for a consultation as well, and what I saw is delayed development. Immediately, you could tell. You know, normally when you have these infants, you know, a couple years in, they start growing a little bit.
Yeah.
And then another 8 weeks, you know, you start expecting some development.
So, yeah, you want to get past that pup stage, right?
Right.
Okay.
So I just thought we should bring him in for high-risk monitoring and kind of keep the test going weekly.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Dr. Bishop in that we've seen lack of development. You look at our last patient last year, Brad, he's had a plan, and he's moved right along in that plan. Mad Dog, don't look like he has any plan whatsoever. And we need to try and get him back on that plan.
Yeah, we need to get this infant growing.
Well, guys, I think we have exactly what these people need. Let's write up the scripts and get them out of here.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Hey, no. Come on in. Come on back. Hi, I am Jake from League Doomhammer, and this is Thoughts with Jake while he's on the pot. So, I'm looking here. I've been always looking at the fantasy football while I'm trying to go to the bathroom. Sorry. Oh, God. Okay. Anyways, I got some good stuff here from last week. Bunch of good storylines that we're looking at. The first one is Lane Stanberry versus Tad Eisenhower. Man, what a matchup. Number one team versus a bottom feeder of the league right there. And then Tad just comes in-house and he dominates him. This is a great storyline. You look at this, it has everything from scandals to just players just going off for Lamar Miller and Tad. And it was just a doozy to sit back and watch. And as I'm looking here on my phone, I mean, I'm just admiring the work that Tad put together with that Lamar Miller 37 or whatever point brigade he put down on Lane. Lane, I am sorry, man, but you cannot forget to start someone and then try to change them in the middle of church. That just doesn't work. God did not forgive you that day, so I am very sorry. We got tons of storylines. The next one, of course, is to my favorite, least favorite player in the league. It is Brad Piper. Dorial Green Beckham, man, you had no business with that start there. I know you get a hard on and everything for those kind of people, but please, just stop. No, this is another one of my favorite coming right out of the Cheaterberry corner. Cheaterberry 2 and Cheaterberry 1 made a very suspicious trade. I didn't see anyone coming out on top in that trade. Why'd they make it? No one knows. Brothers? Collusion, maybe? Yes, it smells as shitty as my shit. So here we go. We're moving along here. The storylines just keep popping. Just keep coming out at me. A Will to Live sold his soul. I am sorry, Will. That was bad to see Arian Foster go down, even though it came at not my expense, but I got the better end of that deal on that one. So that was great for me. Bad for you, but now you don't have Le'Veon or Arian. Good luck the rest of the season. Amir Katz, you just keep trying, don't you? You came out there, you had a really good week, I believe. you had the Dolphins just go off for you, so that was nice. Really put another thorn into Gronk if you're horny's side, if you know what I mean, and it's not the thorn you're thinking of. Here, and of course we're at the bottom. The bottom is where a lot of this stuff comes up, and you have Noodle Arm 2.0 basically making one of the worst trades I've ever seen in my life. Mike Wallace for 2 rookies, man. What are you doing, dude? What are you doing? Maddox, just fire sale right now because your team is not going anywhere. You don't have any assets. Fire sale. Get the heck out of town. I've been there, done that. It worked out. And those are my thoughts, and I'm on the pot.
Because she loves me so, and this I know for sure. Yeah. But does she really wanna? But can't stand to see me walk out through the door. Don't try to fight the feeling, cause the thought alone is killing me right now. Yeah. Thank God for mom and dad for sticking two together, cause we don't know how.